Hello, everybody, and welcome here to the Wine with Jimmy channel. Thank you for stopping by. This is all things wine education, really designed to help those of you out there that want to know more about a specific topic in the world of wine. My videos very closely follow syllabus or text, so if you are studying, this is very, very useful for you as well. You'll see this video. It says at the top there, Wines of the World for the WSET Level 4. That's a diploma in wine. So this follows that text, very useful for you. We are here on the final series of Portugal. We are looking at what we call the other section, which is split into 4 videos. And this video is the Peninsula de Setúbal video, which sits just below Lisbon towards the south of Portugal. Any comments or questions? Perhaps you have been to the region, you like the wines, you have something to share with people, please pop it in the comments section below this video. Make sure you click like and subscribe as well. So here you go. I have highlighted the area for the Peninsula de Setúbal. It's located between the estuaries of the Tejo and the Sado rivers south of Lisbon. The vineyard area is around just under 10,000 hectares in this zone, and it's very well known for fortified wines. So our Muscatels from this zone, but we are focusing on this session on the still wines only. So there's the region on the left-hand side, the map, which you can see is quite sort of split up into 2 areas. And I'm going to go through things like the climate, the topography and the geology, and then a little bit around the major wines produced here. So the general climate here is Mediterranean, with hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters, most of the rain falling in winter, for example. Next up is talking about the topography. So mountains in the south of the region, the Arabida mountains, as you'll see there in the picture, also the first mountains on the first slide of this video, they provide cooler sites at high altitude on clay and limestone soils. Much of the other land in the region is flat and sandy, with more clay and schist inland. So there is good geological diversity found here in the Setúbal Peninsula. It's also home to a key DOC. Now, this DOC is what I've highlighted just in this northern part of the region, as you see there, where you've got your greens and your blues. This is a DOC called Palmela. It produces red wines. They must be made from a minimum of 2/3 Castelao, which is known also locally as Periquita. It produces wines that are deep in colour, full-bodied with red berried fruit. You'll find the wines being matured in oak, which gives a little bit of spice to the complexity. Now, for the concentrated age-worthy wines, Castelao is best grown in the warm, sandy vineyards on the plains. On the limestone slopes, it will tend to produce more lighter wines, which are more designed for earlier consumption. But a variety of other black Portuguese varieties and international varieties are also allowed. So Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, along with the likes of Trinquiedera, Aragonés. Whites are also produced. The main varieties are Fernar Pires, otherwise known as Maria Gomes, Muscatel, of course, a lot of that used for fortified, and Arinto, but also international varieties like Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc are found here as well. Typically, the wines tend to be good, with some very good examples, and they are really maximum mid-price. There's a lot of really good value for money wines found here in Palmela and wider in the Peninsula de Setúbal. And that brings me to the last slide here, talking about the overall catchment of the whole area called the Peninsula de Setúbal, Veno Regional. As you'll see on this one, Veno Regional on this label, Peninsula de Setúbal, as it says at the bottom, from the brilliant Adega de Pagos, which makes them exceptionally well-crafted, affordable wine. So this Veno Regional is a catchment larger area, including the peninsula and the land further south. It encompasses the DOCs that we mentioned, one of them, Palmela. It allows greater flexibility. The red wines can be made from a range of Portuguese and international varieties, and there is no minimum limit for Castelao like you find in the Palmela DOC. Now, the production of Palmela DOC in 2018 was 171,000 hectolitres, compared to 217,000 hectolitres in the Veno Regional, and that's for still wines only. So somewhat of about 25% on top for the Veno Regional. Now, two large producers have been very major modernizing influences in the region, namely Jose Maria de Fonseca, who created the highly successful Lancers and Periquita brands, and also Bacalhau Vinos as well in the area. Okay, that brings me to the conclusion of the Peninsula de Setúbal. Next up is Tejo, part 3, and that will be followed by the Azores after that. If you do have any comments or questions, again, please do get in touch by commenting on this video below. And if you find yourself in the UK, come and say hello for a class, glass, or bottle. I've been Jimmy Smith. Ciao for now.